Welcome to the Box Score Sports Podcast.
Okay. LA Clippers last year finished the season 51-31. They got to the first round last year and got eliminated by the Dallas Mavericks. What was your favorite move that they made in the offseason?
Well, I do like bringing back Batum,
Mm-hmm.
and I do like Derek Jones Jr. I think it gives him a little size and versatility. I know Batum is getting up there, but he's a glue guy. He can still shoot. He has high basketball IQ, so you can count on him in tough situations. He knows what he's going to do. So that combo, and they didn't, pay crazy money for all of it. So it adds to their depth.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I had Derek Jones, Derek Jones Jr. You're right. Yep. Yeah, I have him as my favorite move. Wing defender, very athletic. Last year, you could tell they were not a very young athletic team. I think he brings a little bit of that to the team. I also put down re-signing James. Oh no, I did not put that down. That was not one of my favorite moves actually. But
Oh,
but Batum was a good pickup as well. Again, a glue guy connector. I'd rather see him start almost than, so that Kawhi doesn't play a lot of power forward. I don't want him knocking around with bigs, but even him coming off the bench will be good for the team.
yeah, it'll at least let them ease with Kawhi's minutes, which
Yeah,
I think at this point as a parent they're going to need to do.
right. Yeah. I will say taking a flyer on Porter Jr. is fine too. It's whatever. Like he had moments when in his young career, but it's a fine flyer. They ain't paying him much. Least favorite move.
Just losing what they did with Paul George.
Yeah.
Like it just seemed like they had something, then they didn't, and then it's gone for nothing. And it's just you can reason out why they did it if it really seems like Kawhi Leonard is just never going to be Kawhi Leonard again. But again, I think you could sign Paul George before to be able to trade him by the deadline and then at least get something for it. So you kind of just threw away the asset or the ability to at least get a pick back or throw in another person. Like, hey, take this person,
Yeah, right.
take PJ Tucker in this trade, whatever, just like to unload some salary. So it feels like a squandered opportunity.
Yeah, not just that. I got picking Harden over Paul George. I just don't understand the James Harden thing. I understand you traded for him. He was willing to resign maybe a little cheaper, so maybe that's why you stuck with him, but he is not going to win you a playoff game. He's not going to. I don't understand. I just don't get it. I'm baffled by it. I mean, even some Clipper fans are excited they have James Harden. I'm like, guys, come on. That's not. No, it's ridiculous. And so the fact they picked him over Paul George, no, I just can't. I don't understand it. I think it was a bad move, and I honestly don't think it's going to work out for them this season. Personally, that's where I'm kind of leaning towards, which we'll talk about in a little bit. But yeah. So that's my least favorite move.
Yeah. I mean, anytime you choose James Harden over anyone,
Right.
I won't like it. So it is a fair point though.
Okay. Biggest question.
How ugly is this going to get?
Oh,
I think they will have stretches where they look fine if Kawhi can play and Kawhi can be close to himself. But I think this team has like blow it up year from you know where potential.
agreed. I agree with that so much. I think that you know, it's like I don't know what the upside of this team is, even if they get to the play-in or the playoff. That's it. I mean, they're not going much farther than that. It's unfortunate. I kind of understand why they brought Harden and Kawhi back, or they were trying to bring PG back, like whatever they were trying to do with him. They're opening a new arena. They got to have something to sell. So I think once the selling point's gone and the team is starting to I think they're going to kind of sink a little bit, right? I don't think they're going to be as good as they were last year. I think maybe you'll start to see them kind of make moves and, maybe recoup some of those picks they gave up and stuff like that. And, yeah, that's what I think is going to happen. So, biggest question for me is like, how long in the season will it be before they realize that's what they need to do?
Yeah, this is like Cleveland Browns West, and I just think James Harden. He already said, like, in what was it, media day, the system can work. We just saw Luka do it, which is talk about not being self-aware when you're 35 and obviously not that good anymore. So watching the James Harden system, especially when Kawhi Leonard even with Kawhi Leonard is not an off the ball mover that much either. So just all these guys, Bones Highland, he's a high character guy too, right? PJ Tucker's already not showing up. He's just waiting to be bought out to go somewhere else. So yeah, I just think James Harden's going to do his thing, and it's going to have like stretches where you're like, oh, James Harden, he's still pretty good. And then I think they're just going to fall on their face.
There was I've sent Luke the clip. So James Harden like hit this a step back three or something like that. But he was dribbling and dribbling and dribbling. And you could see Norman Powell just like sitting there, like almost like disinterested in standing there. And I'm just like, you got all season, man, with that. And every player does. The ball movement it's going to be rough for you guys. That's what you're going to be watching the entire season. Good luck with that. Any other points or questions you want to talk about?
No.
I'll just say real quick, really disappointed because me and Luke were planning on going to the Clippers' new arena sometime this coming year, specifically probably when the Pistons went there and like visit LA and then go to Disney, whatever it is. But now we are not going to be doing that. Even though I still like Kawhi, it was like a buddy trip to see Kawhi and Paul George together. So that's one thing. And then I just bold prediction. I think Kawhi, if he's healthy by trade deadline, he'll be traded to a different team. I don't think he is a Clipper at the end of the year if he's healthy.
Yeah. And I think it'll be one of those, if he thinks the Clippers are going to trade him, he just wants to stay in LA, his knee's going to hurt.
Well, I like Golden State's a team to watch out for him. That's the one team I'm like, because it's still it's in California. So I think he could talk himself into that team. And that team with a couple of young guys, hey, Clippers, here's a couple of young guys you can groom. We'll take, because we're trying to make one last run with Curry. I could see maybe something like that happening.
Yeah, that would probably be I think he wants to stay in California, so that would potentially work.
Yeah, correct. Okay, prediction?
I said play-in, but this could very well be the other lottery team, but I'll give them the play-in because I think they're gonna try, like they don't have their pick, so.
You see that right there? Lottery. Yeah, I think they're going to be a lottery team. Maybe it's a little bit of what's it called? Bitterness, but that's part of it.
Yeah, I mean they could easily be the 11th seed in the West. I just think they'll try as much as they can, and if Kawhi goes down, then you're going to be right. This is the lottery team.
Correct.
Thanks so much for watching this clip of the Box Score Sports Podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to our channel. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter or X. And we'll talk to you guys real soon. See ya.